Hi everybody. This is example 3 from A-3 and it is solving problems with systems of equations. Okay, so this whole unit is about solving problems that deal with systems of equations. So as soon as you hear the word systems of equations, that means that I need to come up with two equations with two variables and then solve them. Okay, so it says many real world situations can be modeled and solved with a system of equations. So for this example, it says the Polar Bear Club wants to buy snowshoes and camp stoves. The club will spend $554.50 to buy them at Top Sports and $602 to buy them at Outdoor Explorer before taxes. But Top Sports is farther away. How many of each item does the club intend to buy? Okay, so then I need to come up with two equations, two unknowns. Okay, so how many items? So there's going to be snowshoes, and camp stoves. I'm going to make this my x and this my y, and then I'm just going to write the equations. They're right there. So for the first one, it's going to be, let me see, 79.50 x plus 39.25 y equals, this is the Top Sports. Top Sports, how much are they going to spend? So Top Sports is going to be 554 and 50 cents. So 554 and 50 cents. At the other store, the snowshoes are going to be $89 a pair. So 89, and we don't know how many snowshoes. So x plus, I should put a space in between that, plus 39.25y equals, and they're going to be spending $602. So $602 like that. Okay, so now what stands out? It stands out that these two are the same. Okay, so do I add or do I subtract? Since they're the same, I'm going to subtract them. But see, if I subtract these two, I'm going to end up with negatives. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this equation at the top. So Control copy or Control X, and then I'm going to put it on top, Control V. So now I'm going to go ahead and subtract them. Okay, so I have to subtract them. So because I'm subtracting them, I'm going to put a long line because I'm going to subtract them. And I start off on this side. So $89 minus $79.50. What is it? 79, 89, like, what is it? 950 x. And then what's going to happen to the y's if I subtract them? It's just going to be 0. So equals, now I got to subtract. I'm going to use my calculator because I don't want to do it in my head. So 602 minus 554 and 50 cents. That is 47.50. 47.50. And now I want to get the x alone. So the x is being multiplied by 950. So I got to divide it by 950. Both sides. Okay. So both sides, 950. Remember that when we divide, we put a little fraction bar, which means that I'm dividing on both sides. So on this side, I'm going to end up with 950 divided by 950. That's 1. 1 times x is going to be x. And then on the other side, I'm going to have 4750 divided by 950, and it gives me 5. Okay, so now I got to find out what y is. Which of these two equations look a lot easier? Maybe the top one, because that one is just $89. So I'm going to go ahead and put just 89x plus 39.25y equals 602. So the first thing is I'm going to substitute the value of x. The value of x is 5. So I put 89 times 5 plus 3925y equals 602. So now what stands out to me is the parentheses. I got to multiply 89 times 5, and that gives me 445 plus 3925y is equal to 602. So now I gotta leave the y alone. The y is being multiplied by 3925 and then added to 445. This is the last thing, so add it. This is positive, so that means I gotta subtract 445 from both sides. Sorry that it's a little bit off. Subtract 445 from both sides. And remember, when we add or subtract from both sides, we put a long line. So this is going to become 0. So the only thing that's going to be on this side is going to be 3925x, oops, not x, y, is equal to, now 602 minus, okay, sorry, 602 minus 445, it is 157. So now if I want to leave the y alone, I have to divide both sides by 3925. Oh, and I wanted to share the word, instead of leaving the y alone, I should use the word isolate. Isolate the variable, because that's the academic vocabulary. Okay, so I'm going to divide both sides by 3925. Okay, fraction bar to show that you're dividing. And so when I divide 3925 divided by 3925 is 1. 1 times y is just y, is equal to 157 divided by 3925 is 4. So that means they will buy 5 snowshoes and 4 camp stoves. Okay, thank you, and let me know which problems you want me to do the videos for, okay?